This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Set, 19. Set, no.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Alert. Underthrow. 24.
Check 99. Watch it.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football, But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch one. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Yellow.
watch the ship. Switch.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I think we got to give a lot of credit here to the coaching staff on this one. Long field goals, really long field goals. Sometimes you get a chance to have a return, as we just saw there, but that means you've had to practice that and also have the right people on the field. I think you changed what you do here, don't you, Brandon?
Yeah, and the formula certainly worked. Now, you're going to have good field position anyway on the long field goal try. Now with a block in the return, they're in great shape.
Yeah, I love what they did. Instead of just having their normal field goal block unit on, it was almost like they had the punt return team on there. Faster, more agile guys on the field because the guys covering are usually the big guys, and they're not used to playing on their feet like that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56. 56. Watch the run.
from the gun. Here's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Push him back. Push him back. Show him that. Show him that. Tight door. Tight door. Tight door. Left. Check 3. Check 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. We're scoreless after 1. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
43. 43.
Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Kill. 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 Charge high. Kill. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Forrest. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Forrest. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Mike 42.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going right side here, and that's complete. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
56, the mark, boys, 56.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Switch. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
55.
Patrick.
20 points down, he's coming.
On second down now, Dobbins, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This is it. 19.
I got it. Alert flat.
29.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big pickup of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
This is it. 19.
Here we go.
26.
Hey, alert 3.
31.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 39, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
It's just me and you. It's just me.
From the gun, Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Chargers 7, Chiefs 3. Kaimi Fairbairn
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Watson now, operating from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Shreds the tackle. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a give, right side. Forrest. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. York, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, Jacob. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
59.
Alert 3.
55.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
What's that? 19.
Check right 54. Right 54. Slam.
Get the boys down, he's coming.
Spawn.
26.
No. Check 43. Hey, switch gears.
Line up.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 42. I got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete, chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Forrest. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's crashing.
24.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Get your swarm on.
24.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quentin Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 54. Squeeze, double. Check. Fresno.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 4th down, Watson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Forrest. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch twist. Hey, twist.
Check 15.
Hurry. Check.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. first down. Forrest. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Kansas City, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
Yeah, I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Yeah, I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready